Hi, everybody. So, with this Thursday's program approaching, which will be talking about the life and films of Ed Wood, who, of course, has been labeled the worst filmmaker of all time, I want to talk about his 1959 film, Plan 9 from Outer Space, which could be considered his magnus opus, as it's kind of considered a cult classic now. Of course, his film Glen or Glenda also falls into the cult status. Um, and both have been kind of gave rise to the so bad it's good mantra. So Plan 9 is about aliens who come to Earth and decide to raise the dead in order to warn humanity about its own destruction as they're on the verge of discovering this device that will destroy Earth. Of course, the plot's a little confusing and incoherent at times. The film, of course, is noted for its technical deficiencies, nighttime shots turning to day shots, cardboard tombstones that flop in the wind or move when the actors walk by. Though some of these deficiencies have turned to be urban legend or myth. Pizza trays were not used as flying saucers as once believed. But the film is most noted for featuring Bela Lugosi in his final role, as he was already deceased at the time. Woods, who'd filmed some other movies with him, actually used some footage from an unused project, inserting it into this film, and then tried to mask it by having someone double as Lugosi and covering their face, but not too successfully. The film also features Malia Nurma as her character Vampira, who was the original TV horror host, actually suing the Elvira character, who became a little more of a household name subsequently. Um, Also features Lyle Talbot, who was a veteran actor featuring over 300 roles, claiming he never turned one down. Tom Keane also stars. He was kind of a washed up cowboy and western star at the time. And B actor Gregory Talbot, also, who would have a career with over 100 roles himself, features in it too. Um, so is this movie the worst film? Is Ed Wood really the worst director? That's really up for debate, or a matter of opinion. One thing you can say is he certainly was no Orson Welles or Fellini or Kurosawa, but he certainly had vision, and he put that vision into film on his own with little resources, which I think is something to be said. In an era of so many B movies or C movies, I think it's hard to pinpoint him or label him as the worst. Um, Especially, with other films that have come out. I've talked about Warren's Manos, more recent times, Tommy Wiseau's The Room, also fall into that, so bad it's good category. But, filmmakers like Uli Lomel, whose films are pretty unwatchable, really could probably might be the worst filmmaker, maybe in my opinion. Um, but really, as so many people can make films nowadays just with their phones. Um, it's hard to really say. It's really up to the viewer to decide. But at least Wood's films are entertaining. And that's really what it comes down to. Anyway, so check out Plan 9. It's available on Hoopla. And check out the program this Thursday, October 8th at 1 p.m. Hope to see you there.